from the other thing. There's two things that need to be separated. Maybe this and that, a thought and a feeling. We're going to find out. Well, we're going to pull each. We'll pull a couple from each deck and see what they say. Why we had to separate it. Why we're sitting in our feelings. Perhaps it is so we can feel. Sometimes we do have to heal it to feel it. I mean, feel it to heal it. Alright, we're almost there. Almost there. Alright, let's give them a good mix. What's up, SS Grand Rising B? How are you? Alright, let's get these mixed up. This is the first time they were separate in a minute. And the overload kept on coming out. So perhaps this is why we're sitting in our feelings. This is an overload. There's too much. So we gotta separate the good from the bad. I don't know. Let's see what the tarot says. Let me know what kind of feeling you're sitting in. I'm sitting in sadness. Smile. Maybe we have to smile about our sadness. This is what we're doing. Transforming pain into love. Let's see. For the collective, sitting in these feelings. Perhaps we're sitting in silence. And on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups in reverse. So perhaps this has to do with a lost love. Someone took your love, a detoxing. You see the swans. It's like what we thought was forever is no more. Perhaps this is why we're sad, or what kind of feeling we're sitting in. Yeah, the other Ace of Cups in reverse. So you can't make this up. Repression. There's the devil. And the turning point, which is the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. So we have repression in reverse. So we're breaking free from something. Perhaps it's as if we're aware. We're aware of what's trying to hook us, or we're aware of some kind of manipulation, perhaps. You know, they're trying to lure you. Perhaps it's a trap because you're being lured this way into this, where it's like, don't bite it. Perhaps it's trying to get us angry, or maybe it'll cause some kind of anger. Something, maybe we'll have an action that we'll regret. With the Six of Swords, it's as if this situation is leading us away from this. This is a rocky situation. It's as if we're packing our bags or waiting for the spirit to take us out. I heard no one's going to save you. With the King of Swords in reverse, perhaps we feel defeated, or we're dealing with somebody like this. The King of Swords in reverse, this could be somebody who is a liar, who's deceiving you, or it being unjust, like unfair when it comes to their actions. With this compassion, it's as if they lack compassion. Perhaps they lack control over their own actions, and then this is what's causing the stop in the flow. It's as if, yes, this stop in the flow. It's like here's everything in motion, and then it's the stop. So the Eight of Wands, we have this movement. So perhaps the stop of this flow, or you know, the emptying, the pain in this tears that we shed, sitting in this, stopping the flow will bring us to some kind of key self-confidence. Perhaps this is why we're sitting in this, you know, where the truth is coming out about some kind of love, and maybe how we go after love, how we chase love. Yes, with the intuition in reverse. Number 13. This is the Queen of Cups, and I heard all cried out. And this is this flow. It's like maybe we are doing some kind of detoxing or releasing, or, you know, we're shedding our tears. It's as if we're emptying this out because we can't think right. And perhaps this is why we're cutting them again, the Eight of Cups, and we're walking away. This is us walking away from what no longer serves us. Perhaps we do need to cut these two cords. And when we do that, it's as if we come into some kind of new love. Now the flow gets picked up again. It's all about the self-confidence. You got the key. It starts at this turning point. Yes, very much all cried out, babe. I had a much needed meltdown yesterday. Oh, shoot. Me too. It's just like the spirit's taken. This is the journey we're meant to be on. You know? What up, the guy? Hey, Lauren. What up, what up? Hey, Bad Brad. Hey, Ducille. Who's standing behind you? The ghost master. I'm all cried out over you. That's not the right song. What is up with my people today? Should we see about advice for this situation? Yeah, remember to like and subscribe if you chill with the vibe. Let's see. Advice. Alright, well, we're coming into this healing with the star, and this is really... It's like keeping your own, protecting your own light. See this? It's like protecting your own light. Muna! Maybe we are dealing with this King of Wands, or this is telling us this is what we have to do. It's almost as if this King of Wands is bringing the Tower. You know, he's very egotistical. He's very cocky. He's trying to lead. It doesn't seem like he has bad intentions, but when the Tower follows, it's as if these actions, it's like his ego is, you know, he thinks his shit don't stink. He's kind of cocky, and this is bringing the Tower. Maybe he thinks he's like the gift, the God's gift to women, with this Queen of Swords coming behind that. It's as if he's bringing the Tower and leaving this queen as a widow. You know, she's all alone, widowed, sitting in her pain, and perhaps this is what we're carrying, not wanting to let go. You know, this is where the pain points, and this is why we're protecting our light. Perhaps we do have to protect our light from this King of Wands. Maybe this is telling us to act, to have some kind of action when it comes to being honest with ourselves. You know, being logical. The Queen of Swords is very logical, very blunt, very honest. And she doesn't take no shit. She's quick to cut it off. She's making important decisions logically. You know, looking at the facts. My stomach just hurting too. We are all connected. That's why we come here. Yes. Oh, I love you. So yeah, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Fool 2.0, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Swords. So this King of Pentacles, it's almost as if this is the goal. You know, the goal is to be like this King of Pentacles. We want to work to where we have other people working for us, or we're working to where we, you know, we don't have to work anymore. We can just sit here and get paid. It's as if we're doing this daily thing every day. Perhaps this has something to do with security and some kind of commitment. It's like a commitment that we're making. It's as if we're leaving something behind. We're healing. Perhaps we are surrendering to this healing. It's as if it's like we healed from this. Now we're surrendering, or whatever we healed from, whatever we can't heal ourselves. It's like we're surrendering, telling maybe this is going to take us, we have to pay some money. Or it's telling us, you know, slow and steady wins this race, to stay committed to it. Because then, as this King of Pentacles comes to here, it's as if we're jumping into this 2.0. It's like, oh, we get a second chance. A second chance. And this is telling you to go for it. Perhaps it's like this momentum building up, building up, building up. And then boom, we're going for it. But we're jumping into the Emperor in reverse. So perhaps this is like breaking this cycle, or breaking what we've done for this long, and we're now doing something different. Perhaps we're jumping into this Emperor in reverse, where it's like, oh, we don't have that responsibility anymore. Where this King of Pentacles, he has a lot of responsibilities, but with the Emperor in reverse, he's not taking responsibility for his actions. Perhaps this is why we have both the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This lack of security, or this separation, is bringing the deep pain that's wounding our wings. Hey, Raul. Hey, Laverne. Everyone is one. Powers that be just try to divide us. Yes, that is so true. We are all connected. That's what I tried to explain today. Like I feel. Alright, Laverne, can I get a reading? Alright, Laverne, here we go. You're starting us off today. A reading for Laverne. Alright, so we have the Nine of Cups, and if you look, it's like you're finally seeing your wishes come true. Everything that you were speaking of, it's like you spoke that into existence. Like it's like you're finally seeing this. And perhaps this is coming with the strength, with some kind of strength. It's as if you finally had the courage, or maybe you did something like, you know, this is a black sheep. It reminds me of like stepping out of like, you know, all the sheep are going this way. You stepped out into this aloneness, into this alone feeling. And it's almost as if like, yeah, you were the black sheep, but you had the strength. And because you had the strength, now you're like manifesting all of these wishes. It's almost like this spirit granting you these gifts as a reward for you standing in your strength. And this, the Hermit, it's as if you're finding your own light. This is a healing journey that we are definitely connected to the spirit. All right, Raul. General. Here we go. Raul. I wish I was high. I didn't smoke today yet. Forgot my cart. I'd lose my head if it wasn't it. Alright, let's see. Raul. That's who's next, right? Raul, yes, General. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we have the Fool. With the Page of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, we're really going within. This is really telling us to stop, to hold up. It's like we're about to do something foolish, or perhaps we already did. Maybe it's some kind of news or something that we received from somebody, or some kind of information that made us act hastily or take some kind of foolish action, or perhaps this news is bringing us to like, oh shit, I don't want to do that, or almost like fearful in the sense. Like fearing to jump into something new. Perhaps we're afraid to be alone, or think it's like, oh, well, I've been doing this for 9 years or all this time, and if I jump into this, it's going to mean I have to start all over. And it's like, well, you rather start all over than to continue with this. And perhaps this is what this page is doing in reverse. Is like looking at, it's like he's looking at redirecting his path of where he's going to go. And this is when we're talking about the Ace of Cups, and it says that you're being Lord, and this has something to do with the collective reading. I always say they're connected. You're welcome, my lady. I would love a reading to why I feel like this weird feeling in my tummy, like sore and weird sensation. Let's see. Jeannie's tummy. Okay, so we have the Knight of Truth, and this is the fastest knight with the Star and the Queen of Cups right on top of this. It's almost like this star is bringing the Queen of Cups, which, or perhaps when dealing with the Star, which this is the collective, this could be your feelings or some kind of truth, perhaps from the collective or from outside energies or from the unseen, perhaps maybe in our dreams. It's as if it's like it's like some kind of truth, or maybe it's telling us that we need to come up with some kind of plan. It's like a plan to step into some kind of truth about the way we feel about some kind of healing, or about the collective healing, or about the collective's emotions. Maybe wearing a pearl will help. You know, something about shoes that are too big. I don't know, these shoes look like they're too big for her. So maybe, I don't know, your shoes are too big and she's taking them off. Maybe this has something to do with your feet, or maybe this is like metaphorically. It's like, oh, our shoes are too big to fill or something. Maybe this is something like this, and know your worth, or know how much you can hold or handle. Perhaps this is like, it reminds me of like the food portion. Like, how are you supposed to know how much is too much to eat if you're not touching your food with your hands? Something about this, it's like maybe more than this is too much. It's like anything more than a handful. It's like anything more than you can hold. And maybe this has something to do with the shoe size, or it's like more than, it's like anything more than what we can think is like too much or too less. And maybe this is telling us this is why we have to have this plan and be honest, or come with truth, because it's as if we have to pause and accept something. I see something for clearly what it is. We're accepting the past. And maybe this does have something to do with accepting the past. Surrendering to this. You know, we're sitting in this feeling. Yes, disrespectful. The guy, you're right. Yeah, you need to follow your intuition, Jeannie. We're listening to our body, because our body is telling us things that our mind cannot comprehend. All right, SS, this is you. This is for you. This one's for you. And you and you and you. All right. Do you still use sage, Claire? Yes, I do. I need some more. I'm out. I've been using the sage things, but I need some more sage. Alright, SS. What's generally going on with SS? Alright, so we have the Empress in reverse with the Queen of Cups and the Death in reverse. So perhaps this Queen of Cups is turning her back to holding on. It's like, oh, I'm no longer holding on to this. I am going to be in my emotions. I'm going to feel my emotions. I'm going to be in control of my emotions. And perhaps this is what we're separating. It's like, okay, well, I'm separating my emotion from this feeling, or I'm separating myself from this feeling, or this thought from this feeling. You know, because this is really painful. With the dolphins here, this Two of Cups, this is a separation, a love coming apart. Perhaps there is no communication, lack of communication, the lack of movement. This perhaps is Cupid's arrows. Perhaps this communication was hidden, or these actions were hidden. With the moon, there's something under the surface. Perhaps there's fear, anxiety, some kind of emotion. Perhaps this we're trying to hide, or, you know, like I said, it's something under the surface that's stopping this movement or stopping the communication, leading to this separation. This is why we have to remain as the Queen of Cups. You have the Empress in reverse. You know, she's really only worried about herself, you know, feeding herself, taking care of herself, her needs. It's like, F everybody else and love yourself. And this is what we really have to worry about. You know, the full point 2.0 is like, no more second chances. We're not going to be foolish again. It's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. I mean, shame on you. Fool me twice. That's shame on me. It's like, you're asking for it. And I was realizing my truth, my stomach hurt so bad I had physical pain thinking of toxic action. Yes. This is why we're sitting with these feelings, so that way we can heal them. Once we realize the cause or the effect of what we're doing, perhaps what we're doing will change. You know? You're welcome, Raul. Love you. Thank you, SS. Thank you, Jeannie. Alright, who's next? Personal guidance 1 or 101 readings, yes. Details in the description box, y'all. So we do have the Lovers. I don't know who this is for, but we have the Lovers, which this is a choice. And it's almost as if like these lovers came together, divine timing. It almost reminds me of a clock with wings. It's like flying. Maybe this is time is flying by. Maybe this time is flying for these lovers. And perhaps this is why. Maybe this... It's like this divine brought these lovers together. Perhaps they brought these lovers together so we can come into some kind of security within ourselves. Or maybe this is a choice that we have to make. It's like, okay, well, we're making this choice based on where we're going financially, our stability. You know, the 9s is all about the self, and this is abundance. This is like the minor empress. You know, we don't need no man for nothing. It's like, okay, we're turning our back to these lovers. Like, whatever we can have here in this love, we can have in ourselves, if not more. And this is what we're finally letting go of. We were holding on to this so tight. Perhaps we were holding on to this love, and it's like, okay, now we're the emperor of our own life. It's like he's really dictating this devil. He's like, okay, you're toxic over here. It's almost like he's really controlling this toxic thing. Or perhaps he's coming, You know, maybe this emperor is coming with some kind of toxicity. He's trying to control the situation, you know, have his cake and eat it too. This is why he's getting booed. Because of his bad actions. He's getting kicked right out the door. See you! We don't want to be you. And we're in this Queen of Wands energy where this isn't affecting us. This is that the Spirit's going to grant us for the love that we had, and it's going to punish them for the love they lack. So maybe we have to pray for them. I have to pray for them. He sure is damn straight. Consequences. For every action, there's a reaction. And I heard if there's no, like, course or recourse to change this behavior or situation, it's only going to get worse or stay the same. So perhaps this is why we're sitting in this feeling. Maybe there's a choice that we made that we need, like forgiveness or healing or balance or alchemizing. Maybe this is all having to do with self-love. Kind of sad. Divine brings two people together, but someone's ego is too big to see that sacrifices have to be made. Yes, that's so sad. You sound like you're in the same situation as I'm in. That's not real love. And perhaps this is what the divine is trying to show us. You know, that's love is, true love is never ending. And that was that ego. These third energies. It is sad though. Maybe this is the feeling that we're sitting in. You know? He thinks he's the God's gift to all women. But it's like he fell off his thing. Lost his light because of these frogs. Maybe they're surrendering. Maybe there is going to be a change of heart. Your mind's blown. What's that? And he is a great gift. But there's always the buts. This is trying to teach us something about leading our life or being the leader of security in our life. Trying to teach us about being the leader of our own security. Basically, that we don't have to depend on anyone else but ourselves, especially for love. Yeah, this is a manipulator, a liar, trying to get away with it, but they're running from this, but they're keeping their burdens in a cage. They're running away with that, and they're never going to let that go unless it all comes out. The truth has got to be told. Awareness, maybe this has to have something to do with awareness, because once we're consciously aware of it, that would be like the truth coming out too. It's like, oh, we're conscious of that. We're finally aware of this. Communication is the key. This is Mercury energy. Self-love should be first and foremost. Nobody can love you like you. You're right. Damn straight. And if you're loving you right, nobody can ever love you wrong. Who's next? The space between. Maybe this all has to do with silence. The Nine of Swords, stress, where somebody's up at night. Yeah, it's like we're stressing about somebody's not sorry. Somebody's not sorry, so we're holding on to some burdens, and it has something to do with the ego. It's that ego. That ego, what is that? You know, when we're holding on that ego, we're going to lose everything. Well, at least you got your ego. Ay, ay, ay. It's bringing you further away from the spirit. Honesty will bring you closer. Forgiveness is closer to love. Alright. Perhaps that's what's going to take to put everything in motion. Communicating honestly about these endings, about these painful endings. Or maybe we're communicating honestly how holding on to this, not letting go, is going to cause pain. We just need to let go. Good luck today, Claire. Thanks, I'm going to need it. Yep, I want to move on, but Source is pushing me to talk through it. I don't want to talk through it if you can't compromise. Or maybe you have to compromise. Maybe you're the one that has to compromise. Yeah, see? Both of these are sitting in between two, the black and white, the good, the bad, these codependents. And this, with the devil in reverse, we're breaking free from toxicity. We're no longer in a codependent relationship. We no longer see the lies. And perhaps this is what knocks us off our chariot. And now that we know this, or that we see this, it's like now everything is, it's like no longer an illusion. It's now becoming reality. What we thought or what we felt was really true, and it knocked us off. It knocked us off, and now our head goes one way and our heart goes another way. And this is what the battle is between our heart and our head. Perhaps it is that the way in the heart, the feather in the heart. And that's why we have the Nine of Swords. It's like all in our head. This is making our heart heavy. See? The Three of Swords. It's like releasing all of this insecurities. Road goes both ways. Give and take situations. Yes. The illusion was broken. I'm afraid to be lost in an illusion again. As long as you're honest. Honest with yourself, and we cannot be, we'll stay grounded in reality. Yeah, this has something to do with the detoxing or releasing. We're emptying out this vessel, whatever this vessel is to you, your house, your heart, your car, your home, your body, your room, whatever this is. Oops. So yeah, this Knight of Wands is bringing the change. He's bringing the change. This is really acting. This is, you know, he knows where he's going. He knows what he's doing, and he's really acting. He's acting brave, and this is going to take brave actions. I see 911, so this is urgent. It's going to take brave action to end this, to cut it off, because it's like you're taking an L. But in the long run, you're winning, because it's like we're being honest. When we're being honest about letting go, about what we need to let go, about the delays, about what's in our road, about what's not for us, this is when we receive this from the source. It's like, okay, now we get all truth. We get to, it's like we're rising up above this with the King of Swords. We're finally looking at the facts, the truth, being analytical about it. Perhaps we are being very judgmental. The King of Swords, he's looking at all of these flaws, and he's being very judgmental about it. So perhaps this has something to do with the situation. Only God can judge. We are helping each other to heal in our own ways. We need each other. Yes, by the way, V never knew you were keeper of bees. That's awesome. Oh, mic drop, Claire, mic drop, but I'm good at lying to myself and using logic to justify it. Yep, that's true. We gotta be careful with that. At least you know that. And yes, they're actually my son's bees, but I do just as much work, and I pay all of it. They're expensive. But yeah, they're doing good. Yes, there's love in all the messages. Maybe this is it. It's like we're trying to find love in all the situations. In all the wrong situations. Perhaps. Perhaps even in the wrong and the most stressful situations, we can still find love. And that's this, looking for the love in all the wrong. What's the upkeep like with the bees? So we have to go in and like do like hive investigations, inspections to make sure that the queen is still laying eggs, they're making honey, all that stuff. Once they get the honey all filled, then we'll scrape it and get rid of, like, can it or whatever. Maybe I'll sell some on my YouTube channel. And we had to plant a lot of flowers. We planted like 7,000 flowers, lavender and sunflowers. So it's going to be some kind of lavender honey. Judgment. So yeah, it's like we're finally being freed. Whatever this, maybe it's the music, maybe it is music or some kind of advice or some kind of, see something from the spirit and it like relieves you, frees you. It's like, oh, now I'm receiving. Maybe you're giving it up. But it's like now you're receiving. Maybe this is all downloads. It's like, oh, I'm finally receiving. There's the judgment. We're finally getting the truth where we're coming out. And this is the world, the last of the major arcana words finally coming to an end. I heard Wusa, the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands. This is bringing us to a new way to go. Although we might feel as though we lost, we didn't. I heard they lost. Their loss. They're the ones really out in the cold. Even though if it seems as though you're in the cold, that's not true. Hey, Maurice Fleming. I work at a methadone clinic as a mental health therapist, but at times I feel stuck with patients and a place with myself. Any suggestions? Insights? Alright, let's see, Maurice Fleming. Okay, so we have 5, 5, 6 of Pentacles. It's as if you're putting in, and you're not getting anything in return. Maybe the things that you're saying or giving, it's like you put all this effort in, and somebody just overlooks it or throws it in a trash or something like this. Or maybe somebody is just like taking from you. With both of these fives in reverse, you have both the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords in reverse. So fives have to do a lot with change and complications, and with the Five of Swords, we're really sweeping some kind of negative thought out of our head. It's as if this is like a battle in our head, and we're really sweeping some kind of negative thought out, or perhaps we're trying to net it out. It's like here we're sweeping it out. It's like we're sweeping it into the net. It's like maybe we're trying to capture some kind of thought into a feeling. It's weird. It's like we're trying to sweep these into the net, but maybe it's like we're trying to take these negative thoughts and put them into some kind of positive, grateful emotion. And this is what the whole thing is. It's like, okay, let's take these negative thoughts and try to capture them into gratitude, some kind of gratitude with the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is really taking a step back, stopping. I'm going within. It's almost as if I see like I just see you really sitting on a rock and soaking in the sun, like that this is doing something for you, bringing you some kind of vitality or something. Maybe you don't get out in the sun much. This is what this is telling us. With the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is all about going within and healing. Again, with this this Knight of Wands, like I said, we have to go within. We have to stop. We really have to go within. It's like we have to rest or rejuvenate, or it's like being in the silence, because with this, it's like we're going backwards, or perhaps being trapped. It's like we got hooked. It's like hook, line, and sinker, and now it's like somebody dragging us down in here. That's why we have to come to the Four of Swords, where we're getting out of our mind. We're really healing this. Maybe this is healing this from the heartbreak or from some kind of loss of love. Somebody took your love. And the Seven of Cups is something like grounded in reality. We're seeing the truth or the reality of something. Hey, Snickle Fritz. Woosah, right? That was a great question, Maurice. Yes, beeswax candles. All right, anybody else before I go? Thank you so much. You're welcome. Hopefully it was helpful. I see us like surrendering to some kind of tower moment. And maybe this is it. It's like we're trying to prevent it, and the more we try to prevent it, it's like, let's just surrender to it. Because the more we try to stop something, or, you know, the more we try to keep it out or block it out, the more it's coming. So it's almost like we have to release it. You're the best, Claire. Oh, thank you. Y'all are really the best. Yes, very, very helpful. Okay, good. I wish I can give myself readings. Maybe I should take my own advice. Wait. You don't do your own readings? No. I just tell myself what I want to hear. That's not helpful. I do my own readings all day because of you. Oh. Well, maybe you could do mine. I do mine, you do. I do yours, you do mine. Hey, David. How's you today? Can I have advice and guidance, please? Please. Did you ask so nicely? Yes. All right, David Price, advice and guidance. Advice and guidance. All right. I'd say the guidance is close your doors to all these outside energies, anything from the past, anything that brings us any kind of bad memories. With the Eight of Cups, we're really walking away from all these, You know, these could easily be divided 4 and 4, but they're not. This is an uneven an emotional situation that no longer serves us. Although we're happy here, it's as if we'll be happier over there. And maybe this has something to do with this cutting. We're cutting these cords, cutting them from the past, from the Six of Cups, these memories, these dreams. Maybe this has something to do with the past life. On this side, we have the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So this is real solitude, going in alone. Like I said, the guidance is to shut the door to all these outside energies, because the advice is to be alone. We're connecting with the spirit. We're healing. We're healing some kind of something from the past, these past relationships. Maybe we are cutting these cords. We're walking away. It's as if we're leaving behind this, whoever got caught. It's like somebody got caught deceiving, stealing something. Maybe this is you. And it's like, okay, well, we're finally getting caught. We're finally freeing ourselves from this. Perhaps this is escaping this. And this is how. We're shutting the door. We're closing off the door to all these outside energies. Maybe this is anything 3 or more. It's like, oh, well, we don't want more than 3 drinks or more than 3 people. You know? And that's included, you included. And the 3. This has helped release some kind of emotion or release some kind of fear, or perhaps it's bringing clarity. It's hypocritical to give advice but not follow your own words. I think we're all guilty of that at some point. Yup. See, the thing with me is I follow my heart. Sometimes I have to go against my own advice to follow my heart. And that's what fucks me. Thanks, the guy. I'm glad you're my bodyguard. Yeah, we're finally seeing this from a different perspective, and seeing this whole situation from a different perspective really lights up. It's like an epiphany. It lights up something inside of us. It gives us some kind of new knowledge, something. It's as if it brings us back on our feet again and helps us, you know, even in the worst case scenario, there's always something positive or something to be grateful for. And this is this, like, looking out for the light in all the darkness. You're welcome, David. Hopefully that was helpful. You helped me so much. I was like, I need to learn this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're not looking at this loss as a loss, because really we're not losing. It may seem as though as it's a loss, but we're really gaining so much more. So much more. Matters of the heart and brain sometimes contradict each other, unfortunately, yes. Yeah, first name, last name. Glad to see you too. Long time no see. Definitely been sitting in my feelings, right? Me too, girl. For a reason. Can I please have a general about E and I? Okay, E and I. Well, these are yours. So the Fool 2.0, it says, we're not going to do that again. And this is this energy. It's like, okay, if you do this again, you're making a fool out of yourself. It's like the first time, fool me once, right? The second time, you're the fool if you let them do this again. So something about holding on. Perhaps you're holding on to some kind of fear, or the second chance, or holding on to all these possibilities. Perhaps that's what it says with this. It's like the dear spirit turning his back to some kind of competition and looking for the light in the spirit. It's like we're not going to engage in whatever these actions are of these people, whether this is some kind of communication or a conflict. Like, it's like we're turning our back and seeing all the other opportunities. Or maybe we had to come to some kind of fight in order to get this light, because it's like we walk away with the light and this light then brings opportunities. Maybe it goes like that. It's like, okay, well, we need to stand up, come to some kind of compromise. Maybe this is what this is saying, to compromise, so then it shines our light into more opportunities. Then we become secure in it. It's like the actions that we take, everything that we do, it's like aligned with the spirit. It's bringing us abundance. And perhaps this is what we're doing. We're worried about, caring for us. We're working on mastering what we have. It's like we're protecting the thing that we have. You see, she's holding this real close and dear, and this is what we're working on. It's as if, we're really, I said that we're breaking free. We're winning. We're winning in the end. It seems as though we're losing because we're getting stabbed in the back. We've been deceived. And because of this, it breaks some kind of tradition or breaks some kind of contract or a marriage. This comes apart. These keys separate, and the Two of Swords is in reverse, where this blindfold is finally off. We're finally done sitting here. We made a decision, and this is where we come up in this. It's like, okay, now it's like the spirit is throwing all these roses at you, saying, good job, good job. It's like they're giving you a standing ovation because you finally, it's like you're no longer like this, blocking out this. You're using your intuition and seeing things for what they really are, and this is what brings us to this winning situation. And it has a lot to do with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords in reverse, she's lying. Perhaps this is somebody coming and like being very hurtful, and this is like, okay, well, we're gonna see the situation for what it really is and not what this bitch says, because she's really, it's like cut her off. Both the king and the queen are both in reverse, or perhaps this is taking all logic out of it. It's like it don't even make sense logically. Maybe that's the case. Yes. Well, I see this something toxic. This is accepting flaws and all. So perhaps it's like we're accepting even the toxic, or maybe it's like, okay, we're losing because of this. It's coming with some kind of toxicity or some kind of an illusion, or maybe this is just a strong desire. Yeah, so it's almost as if like you can't see the future with him or something, because this is like happy family, security, everything we ask, everything we want and need here at the Ten of Pentacles. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, it's like you can't see all the opportunities. It's almost as if the security is behind you. Perhaps because this is telling us to walk away from it. Walk away from what no longer serves us. And then we'll be walking into a new love. I seen the Ace of Cups with this flow. It's like we have to release this to come into some kind of connection. And maybe we do have to ask a guru or a teacher or go to some kind of counseling or something. A professional. When we see toxic outside of us, it's toxic within us. Damn straight. Love that. (911), I've been going deep into the law of assumption. There we go. Because again, everyone is you projected out. That's true. So you can't so you control it all, everything. Yes. Just listening to you really helps me out. Oh, thank you. Rework your beliefs and you get what you want with anyone. That's true. You really do have to hold your boundaries too, especially when it comes to love. You know, we're cutting off anything that no longer serves us, anything that brings us pain. We're cutting it off so we can fly again. We're healing our wings, bringing the sun the truth. Happiness. Hey, Kritiki. We'll manage. We'll do any action. Healing and more healing. Not a fan anymore. Me neither. Thank you, first name, last name. Alright, we'll manage. Do my action. Do any action. We'll manage. Okay, so we had the Ace of Swords almost like this way, coming this way, almost like this is the road traveled. And it's as if we're coming from the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is the man with the plan, and he's really looking over all of his things. Perhaps this is what we're doing, releasing. We were holding on to something, and we're releasing. We're letting it out of the bag. Perhaps the cat is out of the bag, or whatever we were saving up for, we spent. But with the Seven of Pentacles, we're really looking at all we put into this. Is it good? Is it bad? You know what? It's like the fruits of our labor in a sense, and it's as if we're coming to some kind of peace or terms with it. Or it's like we're alchemizing it. Maybe we're taking what was dropped out of the bag and what we want, and it's as if we're mixing these two together to come up with some kind of truth that's new plan, a communication. Maybe this is telling us that we need to communicate honestly with the what the spirit wants with this alchemizing this plan. I'd say with the Ace of Swords, this is coming into some kind of action or clarity. At least if there's not going to be any action, there will be some kind of clarity or truth. You're welcome. I love you guys. All right. Anybody else before I hang up? We're on the move. Perhaps we do feel as though we're being chased, or, you know, there's some kind of pressure behind us pushing us forward. And maybe these are somebody else's actions or somebody else's words pushing us to move. Will I be able to clear my exam this month? I'm stressed out. High Priestess in reverse and the Five of Wands. I'd say give it up to God. Surrender. This is you being stressed about it. But you're putting in all the work. As long as you keep on putting in the work little by little, it's like you have everything that it takes. But when you add this fear and anxiety, it's as if it puts some kind of damper on it. Maybe this is what's blocking your intuition, this fear. It's like, okay, drop the fear or drop some kind of illusion. And this is like, well, we do that when we be honest with ourselves. Perhaps we do have to, we're juggling two things, or, you know, we really have to balance these things out. Maybe it has to do with love and breaking some kind of action. We're no longer acting in this way anymore. We're acting in another way. We're releasing these burdens. resonate what you're reading, hit that like button. If you'd like to exchange energy for energy, you can hit a Cash App in the description box. If you like reading, you could email me. All that. It's a give and take kind of love. And perhaps this is it. It's like when you come with love, even if we don't receive love from somebody else, as long as you're coming with love from yourself, we're always going to get love. You know, because as long as we love ourselves, we're not going to let anybody else not love us. You know? It's like, oh, you know, I can love me better on my own. You know? Something like that. The Queen of Cups. Alright, I'm going to eat. 911. This is something emergent with the Tower. Maybe we need to ask for forgiveness. Guilt and the ego will literally, it creates dis-ease. Legit, literal dis-ease. So yeah, protect yourself from the dis-ease and be honest. Ask for forgiveness. Yes, disconnected information. Somebody lied. Somebody is not communicating truthfully. So we're going to pray for truth. But even if they're not truthful, the truth will be revealed to us. So yes, thank you. I hope you're having a great day too. Thank you. Love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Love y'all.